Okay, so you've seen through the illusion. None of this is real. None of this actually matters. What's the point? There's no state to get to, no progress, no achievement. Then why are we still here and we play the role as a human, as a person? Apparently, right? The suffering always comes from attachment. We take something in the appearance of life as ours, as mine. And from that, we create stories and meanings. And then we say that this defines me. This means something about me. It can be a sound, it can be a sensation, it can be an action, it can be anything really. What really hurts is not that it's an illusion or that I'm a person. What actually hurts is that you take it to define you, for it to be you, for it to be a problem, real, where it's not, it's just a play. The only thing that really says anything about that is literally the I thought, which is identification itself. It's the one that is saying you're watching a video right now because your eyes are not saying that. Sensations are not saying that. The appearance itself is not saying that. What it's saying is the I thought, and that I thought is be known by you, by your awareness. And so the freedom is in watching that thought and noticing what remains, which is this presence, this right here, the space. And if you're able to watch like the thought saying like, I'm watching this video, I'm not watching this video, I'm watching this video, I'm not watching this video. You notice how they don't actually affect you. The presence, the silence, the space, that's what you really are. So the recognition really is to notice this space of awareness, this background that is always here, that is not defined by anything, that it doesn't really need anything, that even if the thought, which it in itself is lack, it's incompleteness, but that's how the human functions. That's what creates the story, the movie of you. Otherwise, you would just be still, that there would be no action. So all of the wanting, the craving, the desiring, they're not yours. It's the attachment that says, I'm doing this. I want this. This defines me. This is something about me. I mean, can't tell you how many times I've fallen into the trap of thinking, yes, this is my wanting. Yes, this is my problem. Yes, this says something about me. But that's never the case. So what remains is not a new state, a new achievement, bliss, even they call it like that. What remains is that there's this lightness, this naturalness, right? That there isn't, I need this to complete me, because you recognize you're not actually changing. A thought is just a word coupled with a sensation. And if you're able to look at, okay, sensation, thought, word, what remains? It's this. Regardless of what happens, whether it's a meal, a car, a relationship, you're always going to be dealt with presence and this awareness. And if you're always wanting more, because wanting itself creates more wanting, giving in to the wanting and then thinking you are the wanting itself, will just create more of it. But if you're able to recognize, wait a minute, I'm not this wanting. So you watch it. The only relief is going to be when you recognize that none of that what's happening is yours. None of it means anything about you, right? You keep going back to the presence, to the stillness, to the background. And it's not two different things. It's not a contradiction. It's not the paradox. Even though I made a video about the paradox of you, that's only because that's how the mind works. But really what's happening is that it's just, that's how the human expresses itself, right? That's how it expresses and creates and grows and learns. But it feels that it needs to attach to something because it thinks that it's getting, but it never gets, it only experiences. And that's fundamentally what's happening here. What's going to happen when you think you get something. That's the only thing that there is. And if we can recognize, okay, this is not mine, this doesn't mean anything about me, we're able to play in the movie now. This naturalness and this lightness. It's not that really anything changes. It's just you see reality for what it is. It doesn't mean anything about you. You are this completeness, this freedom that is here, regardless of what the mind says, because you do have a conditioning, right? And this is how the mind is built too. It's built on that conditioning. If you're able to recognize that just what is not changing? What is here? And you clearly see it's like, oh, these are just words, like shape and color and appearance. It doesn't mean anything because you would need a thought, the I thought, to say it.